So in this video, we're going to talk about the wiring on my solar panels here. So stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in. Jeff, Arizona Hot Homestead. Today's video, I'm going to talk about the wiring on my panels. I've already done the wiring, and the reason why I didn't show it in action basically was because I had no idea what I was doing, and I was kind of in a rush trying to get it all hooked up right away. So I didn't take the time to go through it because I'm totally off grid. So once my solar is disconnected, I have absolutely no power at all. So I had to get it reconnected as fast as possible so that I can have power again. So here I've got my panels wired up. These are all wired up in series on my panels. And then I have, one interesting thing is this here is just store-bought 10 gauge wire. Okay, this is PV UV protectant wire. See how, I don't know if you can tell, but it's a lot thicker than this stuff here. Well, these two here you can tell. You can tell it's a lot thicker, and yet this is a 12 gauge probably, and this is 10 gauge. So that should be thicker, right? But the extra insulation on here protects it from the weather. This does not. The little plastic coating that's on the outside of this is going to peel off, and then exposes that other layer, and that can deteriorate. So I have to cover this up. But in another video, I'll show you about doing these MC4 connectors, and those are actually much easier than I thought they would be. So most MC4 connectors will do 10 or 12 gauge. So then I got it going into some conduit. Then my conduit goes around and goes over to my other panels. So I still have to, I want to put some caulking on the ends here so that water doesn't get up inside there. I still have to do that. So heck, I forget what it's called, but basically it's like for cable management. It's a slotted plastic piece, and you put the cable inside it. So there's two of them inside this, and it just helps protect the cable. And then I took some electrical tape and I wrapped all the way around it as well, to not only kind of hold it closed, but to just give it some extra protection. So I did that. I've used a larger one up here where I've got more wiring. Come up here, and I divide this up. I go inside this box here. We'll open that in a second. And I got some wiring. See, here's another look at what it is. I'll put a link down in the description field. That's just to help protect the wire from the sun and stuff. And then here I did some MC4 connectors with these. And I wired this guy all up in series. So inside this box, I have a breaker. So basically, what I've done, if you notice, both of those are white wires. That one there is black. That's my black wire. I ran out of black wire. I had mostly the white wire. So that's my black wire. This is my white wire. That's my black wire. That's my white wire. So this here just says it goes to the charger. So basically my wires then come up and go into here. So I have all my panels wired up in series, and then they go through this breaker. I wanted to have the breaker here in case there was any kind of surge. Then at least that breaker will trip and protect what's inside. But also what I wanted to do, and this is more than anything, was this is a switch to me. So I can do a switch. So if I needed to work on stuff, I can turn it off out here and maybe rewire it if I need to. Because I do plan on adding more panels to everything. So this allows me to shut this off and do anything that I need to. It just gives me more peace of mind. I have control over it. And if you notice, I have this extra one right here. That's because, again, I didn't know what I was doing. I thought I needed it, but I don't need it. So then we have it run. I gotta fill in the hole, huh? Run all the way into the building. This is the old line. That's the new line. Now I used 1-inch pipe, and poking the wire through the 1-inch pipe was really super easy. So I kind of recommend, if you're going to do this, kind of use thicker pipe than is necessary, because it made it so much easier. And I didn't even put it together until after the wire was strung through. Then I have it come in here. This is for future, and it goes inside the room there. Those are different colors because one of them is regular PVC and the other is that gray PVC. The gray is designated for electric, and the white is for water, but I had the white, so I used it. And the wires come in here, and it goes through another breaker. So I get it that the breakers are redundant, but now I can control it from in here, so I don't have to go out there. So, and then from there, it gets hooked up into the all-in-one inverter charger by Power Mister. I think it's supposed to be Power Mister, whatever, I don't know. So, but that was just the wiring on the solar. Stay tuned to find out what all this other stuff is. So there you go. That's the wiring. These are 265 watt panels. Those over there are 250 watt panels. But yeah, so that's it for this video. Stay tuned for more so you can see what else I did. See you. Bye. Have fun.